Who you like on Saturday night? Who you
Errol.
like?
You know, I got a relationship with both guys. You know, I love them both dearly, like for real. But you know, I'm with Errol. You know, I don't switch on my people.
A lot of older generation of boxers saying that they think Terence Crawford is going to win because he got more tools in his bag.
That's not true. Errol can do everything that Terence can do.
So is this the Errol we want to see this weekend?
Man, what I'm trying to tell y'all is it's gonna be a gruesome fight. I really just want both guys to leave the ring sane, go home, love and chill with their families.
Have you sparred both of them?
No, but I had wars with Errol.
Errol, yeah.
Real wars too.
Very humble dude, very quiet guy. People don't know him.
Yeah.
People don't know him.
Okay, strong.
Well, that fight I see 50-50.
That's why.
That's what I see. But if Crawford start off slow, like he normally do when he fight, if you watch this fight, you see he always start off slow. If he does that with Spence, he's in trouble. You know what I mean? Because Crawford normally get hurt with a shot, but he recovered good. You know what I mean? And he got dropped by Kowalskis. They said it wasn't no drop, but they played it back and looked like it was a drop. And listen, he's a great fighter. Spence a great fighter. But Spence always start off the same way all the time. There's nothing different about him. You know what I mean? He's coming at you behind the jab and putting them combinations together, going to the body, and then going to the head. One motion, straight through.
All right, Sean Tatel here with the 4th Division Champion of the World, my man Leo Santa Cruz. And Leo, man, out at the fights tonight, who are you just watching?
My fighter. You know, I was fighting Anthony Cuba. You know, I came to support him. He's my fighter, great guy. So, you know, he did his thing. He won the fight.
You were in promoter mode tonight, then?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Well, kind of like I get in fights and he's my fighter, so yeah.
You, I saw you out of your seat for most of the fight, man.
Yeah, no, you know, I gotta go out there. You gotta support, scream at him. You gotta tell him what to do, what he's doing wrong. You know, I get nervous, but you know, I have to do it.
Is this what you'll be doing, you know, for a long time to come now? Or,
yeah.
You know, even when you're done fighting?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I love boxing, so I think when I retire, I still want to be in boxing. So, you know, I want to get fighters. I want to help them. I want to, you know, because I know how hard it is, boxing, and all the hard things that come to boxing. So I want to, you know, tell them what to do and support.
Yeah, and there's so much talent around the area you've grown up at in Southern California, right?
Yeah, no, there is. Yeah, and even a little bit of my help, and me telling them, I think it helps them a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but man, before we get to Crawford Spence, what's going on with you, man? I know a lot of people want to see you and Ray Vargas fight.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
I don't know right now. I'm just waiting for the date. I've been training. I've been sitting in the gym basically. So you know, I'm just waiting for the date, and hopefully, you know, I do with Vargas, with anybody. I'm ready for whoever.
Is there a chance it is Vargas next?
I don't know. There hasn't been talked about it, but I'm gonna push it out there. I'm gonna put it out there, and hopefully it happens.
But you'll be back before the end of the year, you think?
Yeah, hopefully that's our plan. I think we're trying to go back on October or November.
Okay. All right. And man, what do you think about the big one coming up, man? Who is your pick for Crawford and Spence?
It's a great fight. You know, that fight is pretty. You don't even know who to choose because it's pretty, you know, even. 50-55. They're both great fighters. But you know, I gotta go with Spence. You know, he's from our team, so we gotta go with him. Errol Spence. But you know, Crawford is a really great fighter. He throws a lot of punches, different angles. And I think he throws more punches than Spence, but I think Spence is stronger. I think he's stronger, and I think if he breaks him down, he could catch him and hurt him.
You know, Spence has got some similarities to you, intelligent pressure.
Yeah.
What do you have to do against a great counter puncher with power like Crawford?
Yeah. You enter with good defense, and breaking him down, put pressure, and but always with a good guard. Because Crawford throws with uppercuts, hooks, different angles, so you gotta be prepared with a good guard.
How much do you think the jab is going to win the fight for Spence?
Oh, he has to be good jab, because Spence is going to come and throw, so he has to keep him out in good distance and keep him outside. Yeah, so
do you see it going the distance, or?
I could see it going the distance, but I feel it's going to go knockout. You know, they both have power, they're both great, so we're probably knockout.
Spence by knockout?
Yeah, Spence, by knockout. Yeah.
Man, that's not fair to just let me put it out there like that. You feel me? I love both fighters. It can only be one winner. I've been liking Crawford for a long, long time, and I saw him early on. So, you know, I'm leaning toward him, but we don't know who's going to win this fight. I mean, I hope that this fight elevates both guys' game and we all see something great. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it can only be one winner, but hopefully, you know, this is the beginning of a trilogy. You know, they can split the first two and decide who the best fighter on the third one. You know what I mean? So.
Sounds like you just give the edge to Crawford, that it's a very competitive fight in your
Very
eyes. But
competitive.
what gives Crawford the edge in your? A lot of people talk about counter punching and skills.
We have the best counter puncher in the business. I just think when you look at what I've been able to see him do over his time period, it seemed like he just can do more, got more than a two shed. That's it. You know what I mean? But he's still going to have to deal with that pressure and that relentless assault that Spence is preparing tomorrow night, Saturday night.
It's hard to get into a discussion and not like Terence Crawford. That's my opening statement, and I'm going to explain it. When we want to compare people, you know, we want to see what they bring to the table. And Crawford is just one of those special individuals, one of those special kind of fighters, you know, where he dominated the 140 division. He's been holding his own at 147, though it took him a while to get some great names under his belt. You know, he did fight Sean on the back end of Sean Porter's career, but Thurman fought Sean, didn't stop him. Spence fought Sean, didn't stop him. Terence Crawford stopped Sean Porter. Boop, boop. Makes you get some cool points on this side. Boop, boop, boop. You get 5-star rating. Boop, boop, boop. You know, what else? He's a light guy. He brings speed. He brings agility. You know, something that I believe Spence has never seen. I always said Spence has not seen an athletic boxer like Crawford or Thurman, period. It's not, can he beat these guys? He's never seen them. So, once again, the boy's athletic. He's a switch hitter. Lefty, righty, lefty, righty. He can do what he wants when he wants. I grew up with Crawford. We were at the same national tournaments. I know him and Spence, both elite amateur pedigree, you know. But when you're stacking the chips, Spence has that elite amateur pedigree. Solid fundamental boxer, very fundamentally sound. And sometimes that's all it takes to win. Sometimes it ain't going to be so flashy. Sometimes, you know, and that's the debate here. Can a solid fighter like Spence, who when you talk about him, there's not a lot to be said. He was an Olympian. He's dominated the welterweight division. He has great defense, a fantastic jab, and can work the body well. But when you stack these attributes, they only reach so high. As you continue to talk about Crawford, it seems like he has more. But like I said, you know, the smartest in the world have some of the simplest solutions to a complex problem.
If it ends in knockout, who's more likely to get the knockout?
I'm a trainer, but either one of them can win by knockout. If Errol wins by knockout, though, it'll be late, I think, in my opinion. If Terence can win at any time by knockout, because Terence is a different type of fighter. He's explosive, whereas Errol is a pressure fighter. You know, pressure means you start now, but you benefit later. So you don't expect a pressure fighter to get an early knockout. You understand me? But late he could, not early.
What do both have to do to win, in your opinion?
Errol has to put the pressure on early, get to the body early, to wear him down, so his pressure can be effective late. Terence has to get an early jump on Earl, and our boxer will try to cut him up a little bit early, so he won't be good to pressure late.
Who's the best pound for pound, Roy? The winner of this fight or Inoue?
Huh?
Who's the best pound for pound, Inoue or the winner of Saturday?
The winner of this fight is the best pound for pound right now, but Inoue ain't far behind him. It's a very close fight.
He threw 11 rounds.
Is this fight going the distance? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Inoue
You know, as it gets closer, I ask for I really believe that Crawford was going to win. I didn't realize they had such a long layoff, so I'm kind of in some kind of perplexed situation now. They're both looking good. If Crawford wins, and if he wins easy, I'll be totally surprised.
Do you appreciate or favor either man's style more? Spence's a pressure fighter, Crawford?
I love Spence's style better than Crawford, but Crawford's really good what he do with his style. But yeah, Spence's style I like better.
What does Spence got to do against the counter punch to be successful?
Don't allow him to counter punch. Keep throwing punches. Keep throwing punches. Keep throwing punches. Put pressure on him with hard punches.
So are you now that the fight's almost here, are you leaning Spence a little bit then, or it's 50-50?
I never think a fight is 50-50. It's tricky. I just found out that Crawford was laid off for 18 months. Spence was laid off.
Crawford just fought recently some kid from Germany, Venice.
All right, so who's giving me the wrong information?
It's okay, it happens.
Someone gave me the wrong information, said that Crawford didn't fight in 18 months.
That was Spence, yeah. Against
that bothers me too.
15 so Mike, which one would you rather fight, Spence or Crawford?
No, I'd rather fight Spence because he's he's straight up. He comes at you. This guy's awkward, and and that's the problem. Spence is the draw because this guy is he fights in the self-preservation perspective, protection first, and he gets you discouraged, and then he hits you. But yeah, Spence is going to come right at you, so that's going to be a difficult time.
Is that easier to figure out?
Yes, he's right there. You're able to hit him. But this guy is really awkward. It's really hard to hit Crawford.
Has your mind changed at all? Have you caught any bit of their media workouts and how things you think might play out?
Yeah, no, I've been watching some videos, and yeah, they both look great, in great shape. I think I'm glad this fight is taking place. It's big for boxing. It's great for the two fighters. Obviously, may the best man win. I have my opinion on who's gonna win, and that's Crawford. I'm sticking to him. I think I think that it just should be a great event for the sport, and this is what we should be doing all the time. I mean, look at these guys who are 33 and 35, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah, 30.
It took that long to make this fight, but at least it's here, And so when people tell me, well, you have Munguia who's 23 years old, why didn't you put him in against the Lions? Wait, his career is just taking off. He has a lot of fights, but all those fights, it happened in Mexico and they were almost like tune-up fights and getting his rhythm on, and so I'm just glad this fight is here. And as long as I don't know how long it's gonna take to get all the big major fights that we want to see, but as long as we see them, it's never too late.
Is this fight tomorrow going the distance?
Nah, I don't think it's on distance.
You like Bud? You like Bud?
You got a round? You got a round, Shakur?
Crawford by knockout.
What round?
11.
What's Errol about to do Saturday, Jamel?
Red shot. You already know.
Why is he gonna win this fight?
He trained too hard to do. He overachiever, you know what I'm saying? He the best in the game right now, 147. I don't think nobody rocking with him.
How you training been, man?
Nah, man, y'all see? I ain't got nothing to say. I got a big shirt on, y'all know what I'm
saying. What round, Mel?
Expect Spence to pick up that win because he's bigger, stronger? Do you think
Listen, I don't take nothing away from Crawford. I don't take nothing away from Spence, man. They both dogs, and it's gonna be a hell of a fight. I have a little bit of edge more towards Spence because he's the bigger dude, and I've seen Spence hurt with Ugas, and he just gets stronger, man. That guy is just incredible, and I just want to watch a great fight. Let's see who wins. You know.
Who do you favor in the Crawford-Spence fight?
That's a 50-50 fight, bro. There's nobody that could be sure who's gonna win. I think in that one, you know, the only maybe it's more because I've seen them develop from the amateurs to the pros. Maybe I pick Crawford, maybe because I don't have a real reason why. I can't say because he's got more power, because he's got better boxing skills, because they're both.
What about the counter punching?
That's, you know, see, the thing is that they're both, you know, very, very smart when it comes, you know, I favor Crawford. Like I said, I don't have a reason why. Maybe just because, you know, I see him develop with Top Rank, fight by fight. You know, I could say, you know, we get along very well. You know, maybe that's the only reason I pick him. But it's a 50-50 fight.
Did you see their media workouts?
I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen them.
What do you make of Spence's size advantage, man? Is that going to be a little too much potentially, or
it might be, but it also might be against him because maybe he's cutting weight. Maybe it's going to be a problem, you know, because he looks big. You know, he's a big boy. So maybe that, you know, getting down to 147 might hurt him a little. Never know. We'll see. We'll see next Saturday.
And lastly, man, do you think it goes the distance, or do you think it ends in a knockout?
Man, it could end in a knockout in any side. You know, it's not just, you know, Spence by knockout or Crawford by knockout. I think it could go either way. And would I be surprised if it ends by knockout? Not at all, because both have great power.
Great fight, 50-50 fight. Both great athletes, great boxers. If I had to choose a winner, I'm leaning a little more towards Crawford. You know, I think he's a versatile fighter. He has just a little more grit in him, and I just believe his set of skills is gonna win this match. So I'm excited for it, though. Errol Spence, a great fighter. You know, he showed and persevered through his accident as a fighter, who he fought. So nothing to take away from both fighters. I'm just excited that we were able to make that fight and have that fight for the sport of boxing.
For sure. I have Crawford. He's a friend of mine. I like him, and he's a good person. And he goes out there with his game plan, and like, you know, he might turn southpaw already in the first or second round, but then he carries through. And I like him a lot. I think he's one of the best fighters in the world today.
If you had to simplify it, why will he beat Spence in your opinion?
He is, more thoughtful and sets up the counterpunch really well. And his opponent obviously is, you know, there and
aggressive,
but you know, he's had a rough life over the last year.
Spence has, you mean?
Yes.
It's 50-50, man.
And okay, period.
Look, I really can't say who will win because they're both my brothers. I love Terence Crawford. I love Errol Spence. I'll be there watching, learning from both guys, but I mean, it's gonna be such a highly competitive fight, and I'm just excited to watch it and just see who wins at the end. I hope the judges do a great job. If it's by knockout, I hope the ref do a great job, and that they both protect it and go back home to their families. But man, it's gonna be. I hope the fight lives up to the hype.
Absolutely.
You know, that they come out there guns blazing.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see.
Do you think, okay, so I actually listen, competitive advantages, both Errol's, Terence's?
Well, I'll say competitive advantages that Errol Spence went to the Olympics.
Okay.
And that's something you could never overlook. Terence Crawford advantage is this dude's hungry. He been hungry. He been calling out top guys at 147 forever. He's already undisputed champ at 140. He win this fight, he's undisputed again, like me, in 2 different divisions. He joins that club with me. And I think that for a man to become undisputed twice in 2 different weight classes, it's just as big as when I did it. It's very prestigious. And for, I think, Terence Crawford, him having that in his mind, and just also knowing that he's so angry about how long it took to get to this moment, that sometimes anger can drive you to a different place in there when it comes to grit. I mean, when it comes to grit and it comes to actually biting down, and he's gonna have to bite down. You know, both might have to bite down and beat each other, but I mean, they both hit hard, and I'm just excited to see it. But that's the advantage that I give both of them.